What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. What is it? Wednesday, NBA Talk with Jay, man. Trying to get some cash. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. My energy's really not there today, man. I don't know why. I don't know, man. I just woke up and ain't really. I'm not really feeling it today. I really know what it is. But it's all good, man. Some things we gotta do things that we don't necessarily like. You see what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. Finna go through these games. So we got 6 games, 7 games on the slate today. Um, I mean, I made some sprinkles on some today. Don't really love the slate. I like it tomorrow. I like tomorrow's slate a little bit better, but even then, we never know who's going to get traded. You see what I'm saying? So I always kind of take it easy around trade deadline. You dig what I'm saying? But let's get straight to it to this one, man. I appreciate you. My guy Eugene said he gifted somebody a membership over there. You see what I'm saying? But I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Hit the like button. I hope y'all day is going a little better than mine, man. You see what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. I'm gonna go hit the gym, try and get right one time for the one time, man. Let's go over here to the show. It's all business on the show, and I'm not here to waste your time. So I'm finna go through these games and I'm finna get up out of here, my guys. Let's go over here to the streets of Charlotte in this one, man. Hornets getting 7 points at the house versus the Toronto Raptors in this one, laying 7 on the road. We know the Hornets are absolute ass. They're coming off a pretty good game where they played versus the Lakers. You could kind of say there was more on the Lakers. You see what I'm saying? Just doing the show, man, makes me feel better instantly, man. You see what I'm saying? But the Raptors have beaten these guys 7 of the last 9 times. They've covered their 7-2 against the spread last 9 as well. I mean, I can only look towards the Raptors here, man. I'm not really ever looking now. I'll tell you this right now. Neither one of these fucking teams want to win too many games. And I know Raptors fans gonna get all pissed at me. So and so, so and so. All right. I'm just letting you know what I hear from my sources, man. Neither one of these teams are necessarily trying to win games. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not laying. Y'all know me. I'm like Uncle Willie right now. I'm looking for the dogs, man. It's like pet control around this motherfucker. I'm only looking at the dogs. Now this is the last game of a 6-game road trip for the Raptors in this one. They've only won one game though. This team has only won one of their last 9 games, guys. So I mean, if you don't believe me saying that they don't want to win, I'm just saying. You see what I'm saying? But Raptors laying 7 here. Really, neither one of these teams. I was finna take this fucking game off, to be perfectly honest. So I was finna take this game off because I'm not in a hurry to back neither one of these teams. I'm not laying 7 with the Raptors. And like in theory, the Hornets here as the home dog could be the spot here, but it's just like I'm just not really fucking with this game, man. 2 shit teams that I can't trust neither one of them. I don't want to trust the Hornets because they could be up, they could have a lead, it could be a 5-point game before you know it, they're down 10. I'm not laying 7 with the Raptors on the road in the last game of their road trip as well, and they're not acting like they want to win as well. So the battle of the it's crazy because the Raptors record isn't like close to the bottom. It's kind of close, but this could possibly turn into like the battle of the tanksters. Who wants to lose this game more? You see what I'm saying? The Hornets been playing a ton of home games lately. This is their 7th home game of their last 8 games. The spot with the situation would probably set up well for the Hornets here, but I can't get there, my guys. I can't get there. So this is a 1-800 gambler number. This is a 1-800 gambler game right here, in my opinion. You need to call the 1-800 number if you're looking towards betting this game, my guys. Call the 1-800. You have a gambling problem, call the 1-800 gambler. Yeah, that's you need to call that number if you're trying to bet this game. Let's go over to the streets of Washington D.C. here. Wizards not serious. I'm only looking towards dogs. I'm not looking towards the tanking dogs though. Wizards getting 11 at the house versus the Cavs. They already lost 2 straight versus the Cavs. So, I mean, the Cavs have beaten these guys 6 straight times. They've covered 5 straight times. They faced off January 3rd and January 5th. They smoked the shit out of them both times. First game, 140 to 101. Next game, 114 to 90 with ease as well. You see what I'm saying? Now they're laying 11 on the road. Can only look Cavs. Cavs are red hot right now. I believe what they've won 14 their last 15 games. They're 7-3 against the spread last 10. They're kicking ass and taking names. Now, it is the first game of back-to-back for the Cavs, but like I said, I mean, it's just one of those games where they can win by 15 by accident. So, I mean, this is a favorite that, like, this is a game that I'm not looking towards the dog here. The Wizards are just, I mean, y'all know, I mean, just watch this team, guys. If you don't really believe what I'm saying, watch some of these teams. They're very unserious about playing basketball, guys. And the Wizards are probably the most unserious team about trying to play basketball or winning games. It hurts my eyes, guys. So Cavs are serious. They're trying to do something. They're hot right now. Can't talk you off looking towards the Cavs in this game, but I'm not looking towards them, guys. Let's go over to the streets of Philly here, guys. I'm praying for Warriors win here. I didn't bet this game. Obviously, I mean, the line opened up at +1.5 for Warriors, went to -1.5. Then it was at 2.5 this morning. Oh, Tyrese Maxey missed shoot around with an illness. Now it's shot up to 4.5, 5 now. You see what I'm saying? Now they got Marcus Morris on the injury report. Now they got Daniel House Jr. on the injury report. So Draymond is also questionable here. But I hope that Maxey and everybody plays for the Sixers. I need Draymond to play in this game. I need this game to go into double overtime. You see what I'm saying? So I did look into the future a little bit, but I'm telling you right now, I need the Warriors to win this game, and I need it to be a close game. Like I don't want to see them win it and be a blowout by like 20 some points. I need the Warriors. I need this game to go down to the wire. I need the Warriors to win. I didn't bet it, if that makes sense, guys. I'm not saying that I bet the Warriors. I just need them to win for a situation tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? So, but I also hope that they win in a close one, if that makes sense. I hope that they don't win by 20 points where they get the rest of their starters or something like that. I hope Draymond plays. I hope everybody fucking plays 30, 35, play them motherfucker 40 minutes today. You see what I'm saying? But Warriors should be the spot in theory. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. The way that I look at games, when I see all these people pop up on the injury report, it's either they're gonna play or they're not. You see what I'm saying? So it's either they could be throwing these guys on the injury report to try to get a lot of money on one side, and then they end up playing. But I mean, I can only look towards the Warriors in this game. The Sixers are kind of down in the dumps right now. Right now, their odds is to like make the play-in tournament. So the odds makers think that the Sixers are about to crater, and I'm kind of with them there because I'm worried about their mindset. You fuck around, might not see Joel Embiid back for the rest of the regular season. You see what I'm saying? It's very possible. So I know they're going to reevaluate him in 4 weeks, but you never know what's going to happen, guys. So I do lean Warriors in this game. I'm not playing it. I'm gonna watch this game. I'm gonna watch this game closely, and then might have a nice little play tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? A nice play tomorrow. But hopefully there's no trades because that shit could really throw everything off. So I lean to the Warriors here. You somewhat kind of missed a number. If Maxey does play, maybe it'll go down. Obviously, if he's out, it'll probably go up to 7. But Draymond could also be out as well. You see what I'm saying? So it's like 5 fucking players on the injury report in this game. So we'll see what happens. Maybe look towards the over. I mean, you can't look towards the over without Maxey, though. You definitely can't do that. So this is a tough ass game. I'm not gonna lie to you. You see what I'm saying? But I'm only looking towards the dogs right now. But this game, Cavs and Warriors, I wouldn't be surprised if both of those got it done. To be honest with you, let's go over to the streets of Miami in this one. Heat laying 8 at the house versus San Antonio Spurs. Heat on the back-to-back here. I don't necessarily I lean towards the Spurs here, plus the 8, man. The Heat have basically owned them. Obviously, these two teams have got history. They had a couple finals up against each other. Obviously, this ain't the same Spurs team with Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan. Man, I wish I was betting in them days. Man, I kind of started betting then, but I wish that I was like a veteran in betting in those days where they were playing defense. They were playing for real. You see what I'm saying? Man, those were the days. That was like the kind of the edge before things start to really get crazy. Like with injury reports and players sitting out, and that's like when Kawhi started the whole load management and shit. You see what I'm saying? But things up until that point, things were good, man. I don't know. It's like a circus now, man. But whatever. I'm not even going to get started. But y'all know how I'm super passionate about this shit. And to be perfectly honest with you, the last thing I'll say, I'm more passionate about the game of basketball than most of these fucking NBA players. So that's my main problem. That's why you hear me going on all these rants and stuff, because I'm more passionate even about betting or just being a fan of basketball than these guys are about playing basketball. But I digress. The Heat have beaten them eight out of the last 10 times, but they're only 6-3-1 against the spread as well. So, I mean, they've kind of been owning the Spurs. They beat them earlier this year, November 12th. That was basically like the starter this season as well in San Antonio. They beat them 118-113. The Heat are starting to get they're starting to figure things out, but this is still back. I just don't like the spot for the Heat here. This is a back-to-back spot. They got the Celtics on deck. You see what I'm saying? So they do have 3 days off in between that, but the Heat are starting to put things together. I kind of told you that they might go out there and smack the Magic yesterday. And that's exactly what they did. They won by 26 points. But I slightly lean towards the Spurs here plus 8. This could be a game where they could keep it within 5 or 6 points. You see what I'm saying? It's not. I didn't bet the game. Like if you like the Heat, don't let me talk you off. But I do think this is one of those spots where the dog could possibly come through. The dog could be barking. Like what have we been seeing? What did you see yesterday with the Knicks? Knicks were up 26 points. Before you know it, it's a 10-point game, man. I'm telling you, this shit is a circus out here, man. Prayers up for whoever bet the Knicks. You see what I'm saying? Prayers up for whoever bet the Wolves yesterday. They were up 26 points, ended up losing the game outright in overtime. Prayers up, man. These favorites, some of these teams just ready to get to All-Star break, man. I'm telling you this, man. So some of these players are worried about the trade deadline. The other half of them are worried about where they're going on vacation. You see what I'm saying? Or so I'm just saying, man, be careful with these favorites. No matter how much they're up by, they just, you never know when they're going to piss away the game. So I do lean towards Spurs here plus the 8. It's a slight lean, not enough to play it, to be honest with you, but they do have the rest advantage. They are the underdog, could possibly get a little bit of a look ahead spot for the Heat here to the Celtics Knicks. And remember, last time they got blasted by the Celtics, 143-110 at the house. So if the Heat are up 10 going into the fourth quarter here, I would not trust them to cover this 8-point spread. So it could be a live betting game. The Heat could come out hot, smoking hot, you know what I'm saying? And then if the Heat get up 15-20 here, might have to live bet the Spurs, man. Might have to live bet the Spurs. So sometimes you got to watch these games, and there could be a lot better spots to live bet them, to be honest with you. It's kind of crazy because in today's game, it's really hard to try to figure out these games before the game. You see what I'm saying? Everything has to go right. So if you're right, just my advice to you, sit down. If you have the time, sit down and watch a couple of these games, man. And 2 of them at one time if you can, or one game. You see what I'm saying? If you go into the casino, go watch these games, man. Lock in. You can make some nice little live bets, whether that's player props on the total or on the side, guys. It's just my advice to you. Let's go over to the streets of Boston in this one. Celtics land 12 at the house versus the Hawks here. DeJounte Murray on the injury report with a back. You know what I'm saying? I got to strain my back. But he could be, I don't know. He could be getting traded though. You see what I'm saying? So either he's about to get traded or they're just trying to be cautious with him. You know what I'm saying? But Celtics have owned these guys. They've won 8 of the last 10 matchups. They're 8-2 against the spread last 10 as well. Let me see. I think the Celtics on the first game of a back today. No, they play. They got the Wizards on day. So huge look ahead spot for the huge look ahead spot to the Wizards here for the Celtics. No, I'm just messing around, but I'm not looking towards laying the points. The Celtics are much better. Now, this is the thing with the Hawks, guys. It's so frustrating. Now they were starting to put things together, and they probably should have covered versus the Clippers. Still gave them everything they still gave them everything they can handle. And if it wasn't for that Harden 4-point play towards the end of the game, the Hawks probably would have fucked around and won that game. But they're actually starting to play a little bit better basketball. They had just won 4 straight and had covered 3 of the last 4 before that Clippers game as well. You see what I'm saying? Which I still think that you can be results you can be results oriented all you want. If you watch that game, you could just look at the end result. The Hawks were the right side in the game versus the Clippers. Clippers just playing on some superhuman shit right now or something. You see what I'm saying? But it's going to run out at some point. But I do lean towards if you get DeJounte Murray in there, I do think the Hawks can be scrappy in this game. This team that's what's been frustrating me all year. This team can match up with a lot of teams. They have good players. They just don't really put shit together. You see what I'm saying? They don't put shit together. But the Hawks have a squad, man. I'm telling you this. Trae Young. I'm not the huge believer of Trae Young, but whatever. Trae Young, Onyeka Okongwu. Who else they got? They got Sadiq Bey. You got Bogdanovich coming off the bench. DeAndre Hunter. You see what I'm saying? These motherfuckers. DeJounte Murray. They got ballers over there, man. I'm telling you this. They just got to put things together, man. But I think it's really hard to fade the Celtics, to be perfectly honest with you. I think I saw that Drew Holiday was questionable in this game or something like that. When the Celtics are at full squad, I don't think it's smart to fade them. But even just one starter out, that's when the Celtics aren't really that much of a super team, in my opinion. I lean towards the Hawks here. Y'all know me. I'm only looking at dogs right now. I'm only fishing for dogs right now. You see what I'm saying? So if DeJounte Murray's in this game, I'd heavily lean towards the Hawks. If he's out, and if he's getting traded, you never know what the fuck's going to happen. I'll wait till the last minute to bet this game. But let's say that DeJounte Murray is in this game and Hawks are full squad, everybody other than Capella, and Drew Holiday is out for this game. I think the Hawks might be worth the sprinkle here, to be perfectly honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to keep this game really close, closer than a lot of people might think here. Might have to eat some chicken today with the Hawks. I heavily lean their way, but you definitely got to wait to see if DeJounte Murray is going to get traded. That's definitely something big these next couple of days, guys. So I don't really know why these teams are procrastinating, waiting to the last fucking minute to make these trades, but whatever. It's out of my reach there. Let's go over to the streets of LA here, man. There's one top spot on today's card, man. If there was one top spot, it would be the Pelicans in the first half and in the full game, my guys. Now, I know that the Clippers have been absolutely balling, and I know that people are going to say there's no way in hell that you can bet against the Clippers. These teams aren't fucking superhuman, man. Everybody's going to take a loss someday. You see what I'm saying? So they're not going 82-0. The Clippers, they might make it to the finals, but they're not going to win every single game. There's going to be spots that you can fade them, and this is a spot that, simply put, I would not lay 7 points with the home team here. It's that simple. So if you look at the Pelicans, obviously this team is the number one. They're the number 2 team in the NBA in the first half. 31-16-1 against the spread, guys. And on the road, they're not much worse. They're the 4th best team in the NBA. 15-9 against the spread in the first half. And usually when these we kind of saw last night as well with the Suns, even though the Bucks were down 3 starters, they still had a 1-point lead at the half. And it's either the team is going to run out of gas late or they're going to come out super sloppy here. Now the Clippers are an older team. I think pretty much everybody's married on the team. I know Russell Westbrook's married. We know Harden ain't married. You see what I'm saying? I don't think Kawhi Leonard is married, but I know Paul George is. No Zubac is. No Westbrook is. Majority of these guys on the team are married. You see what I'm saying? So, but really, whether you're married or just got a girlfriend, when you come back to the house, you got a lot of business to take care of. Let's just put it that way. A lot of shit. This team has been on the road for 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? This is their 8th game in 13 days for the Clippers. So, I do think it's worth a sprinkle. Pelicans first half plus a 4, Pelicans full game plus a 7. It's not something heavy, guys. I'm telling you this right now. Like this is, I'd probably put like 0.1 units on this shit, to be perfectly honest with you, man. So these are my plays for the Action Network. Did +7 last night. Did +4 for the Green Dot Daily Show today. It's the only thing that I saw on the card that I really liked. Hawks is really close, but Pelicans plus the 7 in the first half plus the 4. Like I say, you guys can do what you want. I don't love this card today. I always keep it honest with you guys. I know people are gonna they're fiends and they got to be betting something every day. Well, I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is not a heavy bet for me whatsoever. I pretty much just had to bet it because I had to give it out on these shows. You see what I'm saying? I'm not finna give out some on the show that I'm just not betting, but super light sprinkle for me. Pelicans first half plus the 4, Pelicans full game plus the 7. Usually every single game, like I'm still pissed from the Bucks last night. You know what I'm saying? It's probably why my mood's a little off today, but I'll be perfectly honest with you. I won't care. It won't really mean that much to me if the Pelicans don't get it done here today. That's how light of a sprinkle it was for me. So I always try to keep it real with you guys. You can tell. I told you I was loving that fucking spot yesterday. As you could tell, this game, this was the best thing that I could find on the card. It's, the Clippers are obviously playing on a superhuman level right now. Could they get it done and overcome this spot? They overcame it versus the Hawks, but the Hawks also don't play defense though. You see what I'm saying? That was a 149-144 game. You're not getting that out the Pelicans. Pelicans finna beat you up and finna make you play this game. Also, another thing, you need to know if Zion is playing this game as well. He's questionable, him and Najee Marshall. They need both of them in here. If Zion is out, do not bet this game. Where I bet it at, I could cash out if I wanted to. So if Zion's out, I could hop on my phone real quick and cash out of these bets and not have any risk. You see what I'm saying? So, and I also said that on the shows as well. So keep an eye out for Zion. You can bet it now if you want, if you're just fiending to bet some, but I'm keeping it perfectly honest with you. If Zion and Najee Marshall is not in this game, I did not like the Pelicans anymore, guys. So just letting you know that. You see what I'm saying? So goes here to the last game. We're going to Sacramento here. Kings land 13 at the house versus the Pistons. Now, this is the Pistons and this is the Kings. And I know the Kings been playing a lot better, and they already smoked the Pistons on January 9th, 131-110. I'm still not laying 13 with the Kings here. Also, first game back at the house after 7 straight road games. I'm not laying I will never lay 13 with the home team in this spot. I could only look towards the Pistons. We know that. Now the Pistons are going to tank tomorrow. They're going to probably try and tank versus the Blazers. Tomorrow is the first game of a back-to-back, but in this one, they actually might try to be scrappy. Now, this is their first game on the West Coast in a while for the Pistons. They hadn't been on the West Coast in a while. Let me just see real quick. I want to see when the last time the Pistons and played one of these late night sleepy spots. Let's see here. So they did just at the beginning of January, they were on the West Coast. They had Houston first, which is like Central, and then they went to Utah, Golden State, and Denver. See what I'm saying? So, and they lost all four of those fucking games. They lost all four of those games, but they did cover versus Golden State, and they covered versus Utah as well. Took Utah they took Utah to overtime, and they almost covered versus the Nuggets as well. But Pistons getting double digits. I feel like, I mean, don't look now, man. The Pistons have covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've covered 9 of their last 11 games. So I'm just saying. And the last ones with getting double digits, they're there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've covered the last 6 games getting double digits, guys. They've covered their last 6 games getting double digits. The last one they didn't cover was they were getting 11 at the house versus Sacramento Kings. But hate this spot for the Kings. Are they the better team? Yes, but the Pistons have been really scrappy. I actually think Pistons plus the 13 is the right size. Not enough to bet, but I don't know. It might be even a little bit better one because you can't be laying 13 with the Kings in this spot, man. You just can't do it. Now, whether they can win by 20, you know what I'm saying? It's very possible, but like you got to think pregame. It's not a smart bet to lay 13 with the Kings coming back home off a 7-game road trip, guys. It's just not smart. You see what I'm saying? And I believe they were on the East Coast as well. So heavily lean. There's 3 dogs that I'm heavily leaning to today. I'll be honest. I did sprinkle on Pelicans plus the 4 and the full game plus the 7. If Zion is out, guys, I didn't bet this at the casino, so I bet this online at the sports book at Bet365. They allow you to cash out. They're probably one of the BetMGM and Bet365 are probably the best few books that allow you to cash out at like close to the full value. You see what I'm saying? DraftKings, it doesn't matter. You can don't even get me started on these motherfuckers. DraftKings, as soon as you put a bet in, they won't even let you cash out that same amount. The line could even go down in your favor. You see what I'm saying? Like against the book, and they still will give you like a loss on your. I'm telling you, man, these fucking bookies are ruthless, man. But I can say, like, being perfectly honest, BetMGM and Bet365 give you really good cash out options all throughout the game. You'll have a cash out option before the game. They'll let you cash out to your full. If the line is still the same, you can cash out your full amount, guys. So very small play for me. 0.1 units. While I'm talking about on Pelicans first half plus the 4, Pelicans full game plus the 7, and really close. Heavily lean towards Hawks plus the 12. Heavily lean towards the Pistons plus the 13 as well, and a small lean towards Spurs plus the 8. I'm like, you're gonna hear me saying plus. Like, I'm only looking towards the dog. We like Uncle Willie around this motherfucker, man. I ain't trying to be no dog catcher. What do you say? Well, why not? That's the beauty of it. You grab a dog and you choke him, and bang, 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 all up his ass. That's my pleasure. So I'm only looking for dogs right now, man. I probably watched Friday a million times. You see what I'm saying? But if there were some favorites to get it done today, wouldn't be surprised if Cavs got it done. Wouldn't be surprised if Warriors got it done. And call the 1-800 number if you're trying to bet that Raptors Hornets game, my guys. But that's the show, man. Got to get up out of here, man. See what I'm saying? Hey, they've hey, if y'all seen Friday before, y'all already know. You see what I'm saying? What do you say about Bovada? Bovada has good cash. I mean, I hadn't bet on Bovada in about 6 years, man. I hadn't bet on them boys in about 6 years, my guys. But it's all love, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the show every day. Look, my guy Ronald in the chat says Pistons plus 13 is the only way it can look. What did you bet today, Ronald? What you like? Pistons in a similar spot. That's a fact. Ronald must like the Phillies too. Philly fly. I feel like I gotta say it. But keep an eye on Zion, guys. I'm telling you that right now. If this motherfucker don't play, I'm cashing out with the quickness, guys. With the quickness. You see what I'm saying? And Bet365 is also one of the slowest ones at catching up because that's a Canada book. So if you guys didn't know that, Bet365 is not based out of the USA. They're a Canada-based book. So that's why I feel like they're a little bit slower to the news. You see what I'm saying? But I heavily lean towards the Pistons there plus the 13. That's a horrible spot for the Clippers today. It's a horrible spot for the Kings. And I just want people to understand that it's not going to cash every single time. You know what I'm saying? I still think the Suns was lucky as hell last night. First off, Dame got ruled out. Brook Lopez, they list him questionable. He's not even with the fucking team. But whatever. Dame ruled out. I still think they could have got it done. When Chris Middleton left the game and then fucking come back, I was really fucking pissed. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit ran me hot right there. But I still think the Bucks were the right side, and that's how you got to think, man. You never make a play that you're gonna regret, and you always notice the patterns. You see what I'm saying? So shit's not gonna cash. No situation is gonna cash 10 times out of 10. But as long as it's cashing 6 or 7 times out of 10, that means that it's winning long term, guys. We're in this for the long run. You see what I'm saying? That's why you bet accordingly, and you don't bet your whole bankroll on one game, because things could go haywire. A fucking player could leave with a sore ankle, anything, guys. So I'm always trying to teach you guys, never go all in on one game. Anything can fucking happen. Always leave enough in your bankroll to live to the next day, guys. We're never betting rent money. We're never betting mortgage money, car payment, none of that, guys. It's not that fucking serious, man. This is NBA in the 2020 and 2024. Do not bet all your money on these fucking games, my guys. But it's all love. You see what I'm saying? Let's get this cash. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And it's a really small plays for me right now, guys. Pelicans first half, Pelicans full game, 0.1 units on both of them. Wait for Zion and Najee Marshall if I were you guys. Heavily lean towards Hawks plus the 12. Heavily lean towards Pistons plus the 13 as well. I will be back tonight. Night Show Jay. It's all love, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Go download the Action Network app as well. And I've been emailing people as well, guys. If you are a golden member, the golden members, guys, not just regular member, golden members, hit me up for your free shirt. NBA Talk with Jay at Gmail. Sending out the shades as well, man. It's all love. Let's get this cash. Sox Nation says he's putting the mortgage on the Chiefs. You know what that means. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I hope everybody has a great day. We out. Let's go.